Welcome back, I'm Brian from BMA Comics, and I know it's been a long time and we'll get to catch up soon, but I know the reason you clicked this video is because you want to take a look at the comics coming out Wednesday, December 4th. Spinning out of the events of The Batman Who Laughs and Batman Superman comes the story of a hero who is done with bringing peace to a world that cannot be trusted with it. It's Donna Troy, and she is the next target for infection by the Batman Who Laughs. Her past has been her greatest adversary, and her newly awakened dark side is ready to burn it all down and forge a new destiny. No more peace, only Deathbringer. One of the Elder Gods has decided to plunge the universe into eternal darkness, and it is up to Conan the Barbarian, Solomon Kane, Dark Agnes, and Moon Knight to stop it. The Fantastic Four go to investigate a potential tear in the dimension, but what they discover is so much worse than what they prepared for. The Fantastic Four will confront horrible things as they try to hold back the Scourge. Or will the Negative Zone finally succeed in tearing this family apart? Noah was forced to team up with one of his most nefarious adversaries, Annihilation. In time before the new movie, here's a fresh take on the world's greatest secret agent, Bond, James Bond. The story goes down in a rabbit hole of international crime and corruption as a priceless piece of art is found to be fake after investigations. As legendary Thor creators reunite for a thunderous celebration, relive the legend as he returns for a special tale about Thor, and it would not be complete without Thor's most trusted companion, Lady Sif, the Berserker. The Ghost Rider of the future is Zero. He was your average keyboard cowboy, until he got himself killed hanging with the wrong crowd. Well, now as Ghost Rider, he will get to avenge the innocent. Take some time and catch up on the rich history of Star Wars. It's not too late. Hurry before Star Wars starts its next tale. This one-shot looks like the Alchemax Corporation might be advertising a new cure-all medication called VENOM, but a mysterious voice, most probably the symbiote itself, cries out in anguish. The mighty Morphin Green Ranger just joined forces with the villainous Shredder and the Foot Clan. So, the Power Rangers head to New York City, where they are confronted by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is an oversized issue, plus the Turtles have been having some good team-ups lately. This year's holiday special will be starring the bad guys, so that'll be 10 stories about your favorite DC villains. 20XX envisions a not-so-distant future where Sims, who have telekinetic abilities, form gangs to survive, but division only breeds more division. This takes place in Anchorage, Alaska, and is a mature sci-fi thriller. The Butcher of Paris is a historical true crime thriller set in 1944 about a killer wanted by both the Nazis and Allied forces for the death of nearly 200 victims. One of the most notorious and prolific serial killers in history turned Paris into his personal hunting ground. This story revolves around Anna Hoyt as she sets off to Atlanta to kill the man responsible for destroying her family, her fiancé, Jim Whitey Donovan. But in order to kill a monster, they'll have to risk becoming one. She makes a deal with one of the Donovan slaves, Hattie Virgil, who has an agenda of her own. Lois tries to rebound from the event Leviathan. She struggles to recover from a tragedy that shook her to her core as she is surrounded by family and friends. She continues to chase a story that could alter the DC universe forever. This is their final push against Perpetua. The Justice League have some players they previously counted as allies that may have been working for the other side the whole time. Who among Perpetua's children will betray them and join Lex Luthor's war on justice? The end is near, as one victory leads to another defeat as Batman reclaims his city from Bane. Can he redeem his sense of family? The final battle for Gotham City and the cowl of the Caped Crusader starts here in City of Bane, Chapter 11. The Young Justice team returns home, finally, and just in time to confront all their big issues, like Star Labs, Moms and Dads, Naomi and Jenny Hex's trunk. They say the greatest enemy to defeat is oneself, and in this issue, the real Slade Wilson must take on his most dangerous foe yet, himself. A showdown with himself will determine the fate of his family as they lie in the balance. Hal Jordan and the Black Stars will stop at nothing to bend the planet to its leader's will. Earth's greatest heroes pull out all the stops to fight these fascists, and betrayal of cosmic consequences abound. And as Earth's sun turns orange, will Superman be able to figure that one out before it's too late? As Harley leaves Coney Island and heads to the most holiday-free zone she can imagine, Los Angeles, she dives headfirst into the glitz and glamour of Tinseltown to forget that spending her first Christmas without her mother proves to be more difficult than she anticipated. But she finds something unexpected in her process, her holiday spirit. In the days following the invasion, the Tasmanian Devil pulverizes a certain cosmic starfish from space, while the Peacemaker streaks across the Russian skies to battle the Sprocket Reds. Dora stands face to face with the man that tried to unmake her, yet he is not what she expected. The man Dora wanted to meet is the very architect behind everything that's happening to the Dreaming. But what will happen if the true shape of the architect's plan has slipped far out even from his control? The hero formerly known as Collapser must form a surprising alliance to save the world from his family's terrible legacy. His father is the supervillain in possession of Liam's black hole and reshaping the world into a fascist dystopia. Will Liam be able to overcome an impulsion of panic before he completely shuts down and find a cure? Superman is captured off-planet, while Earth's remaining heroes are left to fend off an alien robot invasion. If Superman can break his bond and rise up against the diabolical mastermind who unleashed the attack, he can save his adoptive home even from several galaxies away. This is the final issue in the Tom King Superman story. Batman's mind is trapped inside a White Lantern ring that can only be freed when the White Lantern ring chooses a new recipient. The bad news? That new recipient is Vandal Savage. Wonder Woman attempts to hold her foe responsible for her actions after she is betrayed by Princess Sabella, but their dispute will have to be put on hold upon the arrival of the Light Lords, who will leave a trail of destroyed planets in their wake. Diana and Sabella will have to learn how to work together for the sake of the galaxy in this spacefaring tale as it draws to a close. A facsimile edition of the Crisis on Infinite Earths number 8, which is a key issue you would definitely like to have him read. This is timed perfectly for the December 10 CW crossover event. A treat for the coming holidays, Conan must deal with both Doctor Strange and Doctor Doom, no matter how much he hates wizards, and set aside their differences to deal with the top name on their naughty list, Cullen Gath. Only Spider-Man can save the day, and all he must do is convince Doctor Doom to help him. It's either that or the Chameleon unleashes his insane plans that will put everything in danger. If Felicia has any chance of getting back her kidnapped mentor, the Black Fox, she's going to have to take on an army of ninjas and a cabal of wizards. The Black Cat finally takes on Odessa Drake and the Thieves Guild of New York. Cole North goes for a drink with the one person he never expected to. Meanwhile, Wilson Fisk learns that some people are more powerful than even the mayor of New York. In this issue, Dr. Doom finds himself in hell battling against his old foe, Mephisto, for the control of his own soul. To thwart Mr. Hyde's rampage through Jersey City, Kamala is forced to abandon her tragedy-sickened family, while Doctor Strange tries to desperately save the life of Kamala's father. Kamala may just have the power to stop him with her new suit, but does that power come with a cost? A shot through the heart as Widow is running down the names on her past. Iron Man, Winter Soldier, Yelena Belva, and a few more important than Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye. Natasha's always been Clinton's weakness, but this time, the femme fatale may find herself outmatched. Learn the true secrets of the dragon son of Ares in this next story. It's time for Tea and Terror with Doctor Strange, as the Swordmaster finally gets a visit from the Sorcerer Supreme, after running around the Marvel Universe with a big magic sword. The only thing standing between Galactus and Earth's destruction is Quill, and considering Quill's track record, Earth is in major trouble. This is the final issue in the 12-part maxi series. The most powerful heroes of the dominant species on the planet, the X-Men, rise to protect the world against any threat. Sebastian Shaw recruits a new Black Bishop, continuing with his scheme against the two queens of the Hellfire Club. Captain Britain must face the truth about her brother and choose her path forward as MI-13 and the agents of the Crown become aware of her ascension. Venom and Spider-Man have swapped bodies. Can Spidey find a way to swap them back before Venom ruins his reputation? This is the shocking conclusion to the epic comic series featuring the characters from the video game Star Wars Jedi all in order. The aftermath of Spawn 301 continues in this great jumping on point for new readers. Spawn, Reaper, and She-Spawn fight their way to the catacombs beneath the Vatican to free medieval Spawn. But is he friend or foe? Meanwhile, Clown's Hellhounds have their plans as they move to stop Spawn from gathering his new army of heroes. The conclusion to the 5-part Split the Party story is right here. The ghostly Mel Donald plays Lewis and Clark against each other. They may have begun this adventure together, but only one of them is fated to make it back alive. Deadeyes just wants to put on a mask, steal from the rich, and give to himself. But now his wife and his wheelman are in the hospital, and the Mafia are closing in. A pit stop on the road to saving her father's life may be Glory's one-way street to the grave. Becky begins a magical mystery tour through New York's secrets, looking for answers and possibly new allies. In this final showdown between Cobra and the cybernetic opponents, it's out with the old, fallen comrades, and in with the new recruits. Will their team's past nightmares come back to haunt them? Penultimate chapter in the first year of Red Sonja. Dragon, the Magnificent's complete victory is assured, save for one she-devil incapable of dying, unwilling to cede control of a bridge. Hemorrhage prepares to strike and is reunited with Mistress Nyx, while Pendragon attempts to restore Vampirella to her former self. But will the daughter of Dracula be strong enough or willful enough to face this new combined threat and restore order to a world gone dead? First appearance warning. With Buffy in hell, someone new has answered the call to save what's left of Sunnydale. Who is this mysterious new slayer? And how will the new blood cope with the team made up of newly empowered witch and half-human, half-vampire sidekicks? This is a Hellmouth time. Kirk and crew struggle to free the Enterprise from the Dylan web before it's too late. Bright Eyes will have to choose between their human friends or going home. The epic conclusion to Oroku Saki's journey into hell. The Shredder fights for his soul and is caught between the push and pull of eldritch deities. Will he ever be able to return to the one he loves, or will the universe stand in his way? Daphne's about to learn that personal drama doesn't stop when your heart does, when your ex has a crush on your roommate. Yet the fact that Daphne's roommates are all ghosts isn't even the weirdest part of the situation. The bizarre mysteries that Laurie has stumbled upon get more twisted as she's led deeper into the compounding truth. But she might not be able to trust anyone and more than one mysterious power once heard on their side. Elvira and Gil team up in this last issue to escape the clutches of the creepy conspiracy that threw them together, making them think that maybe all film directors are megalomaniacs. But what do they do when they find out that the movie was literally a cover-up plot to conquer the world? Usagi joins his friends, the bounty hunter Jen, and his partner Stray Dog in recovering a stolen sword, an heirloom of the Hisagi clan. However, returning the sword is something entirely different, as they must fight through a gauntlet of rivals wanting to claim the reward for themselves. When the gulfing village of Stone in the Wood is on the brink of annihilation from a terrible enemy, the great warrior Odin is sent on a quest to retrieve the mythical weapon that promises to turn the tide of the battle. Captured by the spy hunter Craner, Herring's cover is blown and must go toe-to-toe in a mental battle with his old nemesis. While outside their interrogation room, the alien monster begins a psychic attack of its own. Find out what drove the mighty swordsman Bloody Bliss to become a reclusive old crane, a story of love and life loss. Lana's obsessed with an old murder case. It takes a dangerous turn when she seduces Raymond into helping her track down the killer. But to get what she wants, Lana might destroy her relationship with Blair. Napoleon Dynamite faces a tough challenge. With his best friend accused of rigging the student election, can he prove Pedro's innocence and turn public opinion in their favor? Or will he make things worse by blaming the Mole Men for everything? As the great enemies plot to destroy the God of Thunder, Thor fights to free the slaves laboring in the deadly mine on the rim of Helheim, the kingdom of the dead. There you have it, a look at the comics coming out next Wednesday. Let me say it again, I am back. So make sure to subscribe to be notified next week when another video comes out taking a look at the comics coming out for the following week. Thanks for watching this video. I appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. As always, please let me know what comics you're looking forward to in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, Ryan out.